And we back. Shout out to my man Reece. That's where I got that from. But we are back. We are back for more hot topics. Well, today I have a question for Reece. So, Reece, do you think Boston is real? Do you think that they are the true contenders of the East Coast? Are they taking the crown from LeBron?
I do. I do think they are. I felt like that Boston was going to be they were a contender last year in the East. But I feel like with the addition of Kyrie, they were going to be the top team. LeBron lost a lot in losing Kyrie. He added to his team, but he didn't get what he could have gotten with one player. He had to add Dwayne Wade, Derrick Rose, and IT to get what he got.
And Jay Crowder.
And yeah, but just from a guard point to get what he got at Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Kyrie went to Boston, it did give him that space that he was looking for to be the guy. Now in Boston, Kyrie's the guy in Boston, and now they're trying to find pieces to help Kyrie. They just so happen to add an all-star in Gordon Hayward, and then they didn't have Al Horford. So I think the Celtics are the shoe-in for number one, but you can never count Cleveland out. You can't count out Toronto. You can't count out some of the younger teams that are still on the rise, like you have Orlando, Philly. You cannot count out Philly.
So you trust in the process? Is that what we doing?
Exactly.
We trust in the process?
I believe in trusting the process, especially right now. And
Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. So we out there.
Mm-hmm. There's
no more Jahlil Okafor because they finna let him go.
They're probably going to trade Jahlil.
So we believing in the process. The process is
Definitely.
real.
And the process that they have in Boston has been a consistent one over the past 3 seasons. You know, they added coach. Where did my coach come from? Brad Stevens.
Yes.
Brad Stevens. They added coach Brad Stevens. And then they...
Shout out to Butler one time.
Yes, sir. Exactly. Shout out to Butler one time. They added coach Brad Stevens who did a phenomenal job at Butler.
That's why Butler has a national championship.
Got him to a national championship game. So being able to have that to transition to the league, you already have a winner's mentality. The Celtics are dynasty. They're the Celtics, the Lakers, Bulls. You know, those are the NBA dynasties. Yeah. So those are your dynasties. And now I do, just to further answer your question, I do feel like Boston is number one. If they can keep it up, hopefully they can gel and find more ways to be effective without Gordon Hayward, which they have done.
But if you let the King tell you, the King said he's never had a point guard to really facilitate you. That's what he said last week. He said throwing shade at Kyrie, which he don't need to throw shade because he's the reason why he left, because he's sick of you throwing shade at him. But to throw shade at Kyrie, he said he's never had a point guard that he could really facilitate and throw the ball to, like he can throw the ball to IT. Mm-hmm. So, to ask so do you think the IT from Boston... from IT to go to Cleveland and for Kyrie to go to Boston, that worked out well? Or do you think that IT's going to have some struggles in Cleveland?
I agree with the statement that LeBron said. He's never had a point guard to get him the ball because LeBron is the point guard on the team. Like, he's a powerful or small forward.
So he the owner, the point guard, the GM.
I want to say the owner, the GM.
The player acquisitions, who the players can because you know you got a problem with Tristan Thompson and Chloe getting up pregnant. So he got all the teeth. He doing everything. So what?
Yeah, but that's been LeBron since he's been in the league. He's the everything guy. So even when you do have phenomenal players around him, even look at when he went to Miami, he was with Dwayne Wade, who had already won a title before he got there. Dwayne Wade had been a Finals MVP. He also had Chris Bosh, who was a perennial All-Star from when he came to Toronto and moved to Miami. And it still was LeBron's team. Dwayne Wade had been showed that he's Miami. Dwayne Wade is Miami. But when LeBron
came... Wade County out there.
Exactly, it's Wade County.
It's Wade County.
So when LeBron got there, it became his team. Dwayne Wade was fine with taking the second seat. So when he does say that he hasn't had a point guard to distribute him the ball, I can agree with that statement from a point of seeing that LeBron has the ball 8 times out of 10 he's on the court. And then LeBron kind of had seniority. He did have seniority over Kyrie once he got to Cleveland. So it was expected.
How you going to have seniority over somebody who left what you left behind because you got mad by what they said, then you want to come back? I'm confused.
Well, you know, LeBron left, then Kyrie was drafted.
Mm-hmm.
And so then that was Kyrie. It was Kyrie was there. So I just say seniority because he was drafted first. Kyrie was second. And so then when he came, it was kind of expected of him to defer. I think a lot of people expect him to defer his position of leadership to LeBron because that was LeBron's team before he left also. And with that being said, Kyrie didn't like that a lot, so he left. He left.
Would you like that? Would you like?
No.
Would you like that? Do you understand? But I get where Kyrie is coming from, where he said, like, dude.
Oh, I didn't answer your question. I'm sorry, but IT to Cleveland and Kyrie to Boston. It does two different things. Kyrie to Boston helps Kyrie grow as a player, and it helps Boston grow as a team. And with the pieces that they add, IT to Cleveland helps Cleveland compete. If you get what I'm saying. So IT to Cleveland.
I thought they already were competing though. I thought the team that they have was already. I thought they were already competing.
No, like title contenders. Like everybody's going to compete for the season. Everybody's got to play, but I mean competing for the postseason. Adding Derrick Rose, IT, and the other players help Cleveland because they lost. Kyrie.
We just want Derrick Rose to be healthy. Damn it.
Yeah, we want Derrick Rose.
We just want Derrick Rose to play 82 games. Yeah. Shit. So just get on the court and play 82 games. Just damn it, because you've already been hurt most of the season anyway. I just want you to be healthy, D Rose. I remember when D Rose was amazing.
Still is, but as far as he's an NBA player. NBA players are amazing. He's a pro.
Yeah, I'm talking about D Rose when D Rose won the MVP. D Rose, not D Rose. I'm talking about. I ain't talking about this D Rose.
Well, so with that being said, it just makes them contenders. So IT going to Cleveland helps them to be a better contender in the postseason. It's not going to be easy. I don't think they'll make it to the Eastern Conference. To the NBA championship. I definitely think they'll be in the Eastern Conference.
So the streak of LeBron going to 7 straight finals is going to break this year.
I feel like it will. It's going to be hard because it's the king now. We can't forget any of that. It's just going to be a little bit harder. Because now you have more people who
But he got his buddy Dwayne Wade. That was the whole purpose for Dwayne Wade to come over to help out what you just said, the king, and his friend ain't helping. We gotta call the APB on Dwayne because I'm not getting any help, bro. And I brought you over here to help me.
And that's further helping. That's further helping my statement by saying, I think it's trying to help them be championship contenders. But as far as them being the Cavs that they were, or the all-out outright.
And we forgetting about Kevin Love. That man right there, we ain't even talking about Kevin.
What I mean? It's LeBron's team, so
it's always been LeBron's team. All the BS aside, it's always been LeBron's team. No one could ever control the team that LeBron's on, because it's going to be his team.
But Kyrie to Boston was a better deal than IT and Jay Crowder going to Cleveland and Derrick Rose.
Well, speaking of Boston, I feel like the Warriors and the Celtics are going to go to the finals.
I like that.
I'm calling that right now.
I like that prediction.
And I'm calling that the Warriors are going to beat the Celtics 4-1.
That's a good prediction. That's a bold prediction.
I'm calling the Warriors. They're going to go on a 3-peat like the Lakers. Shout out to my Lakers. Shout out to my husband Kobe one time. Shout out to my baby. But I feel that the Warriors, they're going to go. This will be a 3-peat, right? Or it'll be a 2-peat or a 3-peat.
Well, it won't be a repeat. It'll just be them going back. Because they won last year, so this one will make a repeat. But within the 5 years, it'll be 3 championships.
3 championships in 5 years? So that's like...
If they win this one. So within the 5-year span, it'll be 3. So it'll be 3. Yeah,
it's a 3-peat.
It's a 3-peat.
Well, it didn't happen in succession.
Yes, it did.
It did?
Yes.
You sure?
They played Cleveland the past 2 years.
Yeah, so it's a 3-peat. Thank you, Dom. That's our Dom over our producer back there. She's so wonderful. I love that woman.
Okay.
But it's a 3-peat. So, yep, I'm calling it Warriors going to do a 3-peat. And I feel like the Celtics and the Warriors...
It wouldn't be a win 3-peat.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Anytime something...
I know what a 3-peat is. I got one.
It's a 3-peat returning to the finals championships. It's not a 3-peat win.
For winning.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so.
Shout out, that's Damon again. Shout out for her for keeping us on our toes.
That's what I was trying to say. Appreciate you, Damon. I was trying to say it won't be a 3-peat like that, but she got it. So... We still in the NBA. We're actually going to stay on the West. We have some good
we're going to start with the Warriors. We were just talking about IT. We're just talking about Boston, excuse me. And we're just going to talk about the Celtics and the Warriors. That is just a big matchup on Thursday. Crazy enough, I never, personally, I'm going to be honest with you. After Gordon Hayward broke his ankle, may he get speedy recovery and he come back faster and stronger than ever. After that, I was like, so how is Kyrie? Because I like I told you earlier off air, I told you I thought it was the pieces for Kyrie and Gordon Hayward to come together and then for them to just facilitate all of the pieces that they had left. Mm-hmm. And then when Gordon Hayward left and broke his arm, I was like, okay, broke his leg, excuse me. I was like, okay, Kyrie, so this is what you wanted. You want to be the man. You want to be the man that gets the criticism, gets the calls, get all that. This is your time to do that. And I was kind of scared because I didn't know if he could do it. Because, I just didn't think he could do it. I just didn't think that Kyrie... Because I seen what he could do with Cavs back in when he was the man. But with the Celtics, I couldn't... I knew he could be a number one leader in aspirations, but losing that piece in Gordon Hayward, I didn't think that what they wanted was going to be what they wanted.
Understood.
But I believe in the process now. They're in a 13-game win streak, so I believe the process now. I believe. I ain't got no problem with it now.
I look at it like this. When you bring players in, you're gonna have one fixture piece, one main piece, and then things to complement. Like anytime you're doing stuff in your house and you're decorating, XYZ. Mm-hmm. So once the type of player Kyrie is, he's gonna be the star on any team he goes to. He's gonna be a star. Now, unless you play with LeBron, which he'll be a star, but then you just have a bigger star. So fast forward, Kyrie in Boston helps Boston to add more pieces to that team to where he can facilitate and help them. So I look at it kind of, okay, so Gordon Hayward's already going to sign. Then once Kyrie signed, I said, oh, okay, so now we have a top point guard who can distribute to everybody else and make the team better as a whole. Because even if you look at Kyrie's interviews, he was talking about how he wanted to distribute more and be more of a all-around point guard instead of the dribble-first guard or the quick ISO guard that everyone thinks he is, just from how he had to play in Cleveland. So I don't think that it was adding Gordon, adding Kyrie, and then finding pieces. I really think it was just, okay, we got Gordon, and we can build with him because they did have Jaylen Brown. They did have a point guard in Jaylen Brown, but when they were able to get another point guard like Kyrie, it just kind of reshaped the mindset of the team, I think, and it kind of went from building around Gordon Hayward, getting other players to now we can have a Kyrie, and we can just get players to distribute the ball to.
So who do you think is going to win this game? Warriors, Celtics. I got Warriors. I think I'm going to go.
Warriors.
I'm going 100 because it seems like they've been going in the 100 range with all their players, people that they play. And KD's still out, correct? KD's still out. Chris Paul will be coming back for the Rockets game on Thursday, but he has limited minutes, but he will be coming back.
Okay.
So I do believe the Warriors are going to win. I would say it's going to be a close game, but I would say it's going to be probably one. It's probably a 1-point game. So I'm going to go 110, 109.
110, 109? Like it.
Yep.
I like it. I agree with that. 110, 109. I feel like it being in the hundreds, low 90s. I can't give a quick prediction, but I'll just say 90s and that 90-100 range for both teams. Mm-hmm. Both teams.
All right, so the next team we got up next is the Spurs versus OKC. We got triple-double man, the Claw, but I don't think the Claw's back yet.
Not yet.
We got LA and Ginobili. I think the score for OKC and the Spurs, Spurs still without the Claw. I don't think the Spurs are going to win this game. I think triple-double man is going to come through, and I think he's going to do what he normally does. Him and Hoodie and PG-13. I'll give the score 98-87.
98-87. I like it. I had a little bit different take on this game. Of course, like we said, this OKC and San Antonio. I gave it 88-91. PG is now the leading scorer on the team. He had averaging 22.
PG-13 the leading scorer. Shout out to PG one time.
PG is the leading
scorer. Shout out to the LA native.
And also, you have Russell Westbrook still doing his thing in rebounds and assists. But just looking at what that team was able to do with those caliber players, I think it's great. And it shows a lot to them, and it shows a lot to Russell Westbrook, how he can go from such a monumental season to going back to being a point guard to sharing the ball with Melo and Paul George. That's two great small forwards. They're both going to be Hall of Famers. And like I said, it shows Russell Westbrook that he has versatility not only as a player, but as, from a maturity standpoint too.
And they're both even on the field from stats. They're both even on the field. They do everything very well. They have very good coaches. And so they're evenly, except for three-pointers, San Antonio has that, and except for field goals, San Antonio has that. Okay. So that's why I say that San Antonio will win this game, because it's mostly a balanced matchup, but I feel like San Antonio will pull it out at the end.
I agree. And I agree with all that. Just because, like you said, they have similar shooting percentages, they have not similar play styles, but they have similar play. OKC plays a lot faster, but San Antonio can score at the same clip because they have smarter players. So when I say they play the same, just from the shots they take and the shot percentage, and they're both averaging right at 103 a game. OKC is averaging 103, and San Antonio is averaging 102.9. So they're both right at 100 points per game. So yeah, be close, 88-91. It's my little shoot for it. It's going to be a good game. I expect a lot of shooting, a lot of fundamental basketball, some tomahawk ducks from Westbrook. 3-point dead eye from PG. A Euro step from Manu. That's about it. I think it's a really good game.
And that will be the end of BFTS Talking Sports. Make sure you come subscribe to our page, our YouTube channel, Best Friends Talking Sports. Make sure you like and subscribe and send it to all your friends so we can get more clout. Reese, you got anything else to say you want to let the viewers know?
Subscribe. Make sure you like, critique us, let us know what you want to hear. Drop comments below, and we'll have it in the show. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. This has been Best Friends Talking Sports, or the best freaking talk show ever.
Peace, y'all.